news and entertainment. This relentless. Bitch on game. Hey, bitch on game. Hey, relentless.
All right, welcome to the Cole and Dre Podcast. I'm Cole.
And this is Dre. What up, world? What it do?
Hey, man, we got a special guest. H-Town legend. Goddamn Southside legend.
Mr. Southside himself.
Hey, S.U.C. Matter of fact, I got to say the leader of the S.U.C. I mean, we all love Screw, but this what made Screw right here to me.
The Don.
So, we got in the building today, man. This is the most excited y'all probably didn't see me, man, because I'm a fan of good work, and I've been a fan of the homie work for a long time. So let me welcome y'all today to Don Key up in the Cole and Dre Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Goddamn, Don Key, what's up, baby?
On the north.
Hey, this nigga came all the way to the north by himself.
No security, man.
No security. He in here by himself. You know what I'm saying? Some people come in and we got to get a whole nother room for him. He in here by himself, man.
Be all right.
So,
My dog.
hey, so Key got a whole new album finna drop, man. When is it? February what?
February 4th.
Oh, we got a date
February
now.
4th.
We got
A date, my boy. We got a
we
date now.
February
Okay.
4th. February 4th.
So him and Dre in the fantasy football league. So they riding and chopping it up. And Dre done heard the album and I ain't heard it. You know what I'm saying? But Dre said it's jamming. And Dre got good taste.
I
can't expect nothing less from Key
I ain't
anyway.
gonna lie, man. His first album was my shit. He had a few in between, but I think this might be some of his best work. He really on that motherfucker talking that shit. He really rapping for real.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Well,
I'm
one
proud
thing
of him.
about Key though, man, I was telling him, before we got on camera, he got a hell of a vocabulary.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I asked, like, where did you, because, from a street nigga standpoint, I can listen to an artist, I can listen to anybody, a person, and know what kind of growth they got in them. You know what I'm saying? What kind of work they didn't put in. When the hell you get your vocabulary from?
On the job training. That's
Word.
what I was telling you. I kind of I read a lot. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of I got a good grasp of engaging from a people standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of engage with people well. I don't care from niggas to women, kids, children. And I'm a great debater. I love to debate. Because I'm not, I love to debate. But see, I'm not always debating from a standpoint of trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? I love to pick up game.
Facts.
I love to pick up game. I pick up a lot of game. I might debate you 30 minutes, and you may be thinking that I'm trying to prove you wrong, but I'm actually picking up something from you, and add to my game. So over the years, man, just being in a space where I always had to kind of be at the front of the crowd or kind of control the room. So in that particular situation, I just started, taking my time with articulating and knowing what I'm talking about before I just get to speaking on it.
Facts.
Okay. Like, I was looking last night, just kind of doing a little homework, Dre, I'm actually going to do it. I have no social media, but I'm finna go on there.
Here we go again,
I'm for
Here
real,
we go
I'm doing it. But now I'm looking on baby social media last night, and Keke had a post. I got friends that's, what it say, I got friends with LLCs. I got friends, let me see, it said LLCs, what it say?
I forgot the other one was.
And I done learned from all of them.
Facts.
I say, boy, that's deep, because that's how I feel.
Facts.
Like, so, you know what I mean? Like that, I learned from the streets, I learned from the corporate world. Hell, I learned from the bummiest of bums.
That's what my book is
real
about.
Shit I do, man.
You writing a book?
I got a book on
Let's
the way.
talk about it.
I got a book on the way, and that's what it's kind of based on. It's called Legend Talk also, and it's kind of just based on people from all walks of life. That's what my platform was about. It wasn't about if you was self-employed, corporate America, you can be Fortune 500, whatever. Not your financial situation, your career status, just giving people an opportunity to voice their opinions no matter where you came from. Without getting judged, you can give a solution. And it was an open platform that I opened to people, and that's what it's about.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Look,
So
I'm writing
the book crazy.
I'm writing a book, and my book is called The Power of Conditioning. So
Okay.
let's delve into this a little bit, right?
Here
So,
we go.
All right, we go.
Now, so
Here we
because
go.
what people don't
Got
realize
two
is
top-selling authors on the way.
Goddamn
We're
right.
gonna speak on it.
Beautiful lane.
We're gonna speak on it.
Beautiful lane.
So what people don't realize is we basically a product of what we've been exposed to and what we experience in our circumstances. And that's kind of the basis of my book. So when we go back to our younger selves being in the streets, you was exposed to weed, you was exposed to drug selling, you exposed to drink, you exposed to drugs, you feel like you're supposed to fuck a bunch of different bitches. These are the things that shape our thoughts. I mean, I felt that way. We kind of the same niggas up here, so I know y'all felt some of this shit.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
You know, but what we don't realize is it's been passed down to us, so it's a part of conditioning. How can somebody teach you something they never knew? So what we've taught our kids and how we interact with our kids is different than our parents have interacted with us, because just through traveling, you've been exposed through different shit. You know what I'm saying? And you start to see different things when you get in different rooms. You like, well, damn, some of the shit I thought was real is bullshit.
Facts.
So what have you been exposed to from, let's say, because I think you started at 16. So from 16 to, say, in the first 10 years, how did your thought process change?
Well,
with everything, music industry, with everything.
I told you in the beginning, man, I had to gain a level of professionalism. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, people think that street niggas and rappers is the same thing. It's a total difference. You know what I'm saying? We live in the same life. It looked the same. We smoking, the cars the same, the atmosphere is the same. But how you got to approach it from a business standpoint, from a mindset standpoint, is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Things that you may be able to do with 5 or 10 niggas over here, you think you can bring that over here in the game, but it's not. Most of the time, I tell people all the time, I ain't with nobody I started with. You know, and that's not that's not from a standpoint of like a pokey or a girl. I'm talking about when from managing and business. People always think, was that your loyalty, whatever? That's just the game. And you can come in this game. Sometimes you have to move on. It's relationships that I had that may have been Little League football, and they may have been high school, standing on the corner. We may have done this together. Our maturity level and where we were at 30 and 40 was just different. And the process of moving on is a very big step in this particular game. And that's the one thing that I had to learn was how to move on. Sometimes it's about moving on too fast, not moving on fast enough, you know, and that became a very major thing about my game, when to move on, man, in certain particular things, because you can get stuck. And it wasn't just always about me. Sometimes I moved on. I was just writing this in my book. Sometimes I moved on to give other people they harvest of where they was. I'm in so much turmoil. I got warrants, people looking for me. I got this here. I had to move on for some time for people so they can prosper in where they going, so they wouldn't be waiting on me to grow. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that I had to pick up during my game, is just the process of moving on. You know what I'm saying? Moving on from this, moving on from that, because it's not always about a relationship. Sometimes you got to move on from the argument. Sometimes you got to move on from a family member. You got to move on from a business deal. And that particular mindset of me knowing that a street nigga and a rap nigga got the same look, but they not the same. That was one of the biggest steps in my growth.
That's dope.
I love it.
I mean, for anybody that's been knowing you for a while like I have, man, like I said, we've gotten close over the years, you know what I'm saying? But I can definitely see the growth in your music. I hear it in your music. I see it in how you move, how you interact with people now. Like, being a part of that process, like from now till then, like, you know, you got to lose people sometime, and that's just a natural growth process or whatever. But in your music now, like, do you see that? Does that maturity come out of your music? How does that work in the studio now? When you go in that motherfucker now, you just have so many different experiences now that just come out to your music now, or it's just like, you know, is it intentional, or is it just, you know, something that just kind of happened?
Well, to be honest, man, like, when this is what I do. I never waver. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I tell people is, like, I'm on a 25-year run clean. Right. Ain't no nothing. You know, everything that I got is from rap. Every car, every investment, every house, kids went to college, everything that I got. So I'm saying all that to say I matured through the music. Things that I kind of was talking about, that's just like me, man, from a car standpoint. It's nothing about a car that I can't tell you. I done told you from this to that. And even still, at this particular level, I'm still able to tell it to you a different way, explain it to you a different way, because I put that much thought process in it. So yeah, I have matured in my music, because what I'm talking about, I'm very confident in what I'm doing, but at the same time, I try to make sure that I grow within it. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be too preachy. I try not to be too, but at the same time, I'm a give game. You know, I paint pictures of the ghetto. That's what I do. I'm inspirational, I'm motivational, and I'm controversial. So I try to mix it all and just make a gumbo with it, and, you know, just keep rolling.
Shooting spiders off my rims when I'm riding on poles. That was
but now, you know, I'm saying something. I'm much different now.
So this was the best line that made me know this man the growth is different. I love the slab, but on the cool, it's a bad investment.
Hey, I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting in trouble for that line so much
Yes, sir.
because I'm steady bad invested. I'm steady bad, but you know what I'm saying. Now it's a different. You know, like I don't do cars the way I used to do them now. Now they are about promotion and value, and I'm into some other types of things that it's gonna always be. It's more of a hobby. So back then, man, blowing you blowing your re-up, buddy, try to hold, but it's a little different now. But yeah,
Facts.
So, but like in that line, because I used to tell dudes, like I sold cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a dude bring his slab to the dealership, and I said, homie, you got to sell this shit on the street. He trying to figure out why these people want to give him $2,000. He done put Gucci seats in here. He got swingers. He's sticking out. You know what I'm saying? He got a $5,000 paint job. And why I said that shit is valuable to a man on the streets that's in this lane.
Facts.
They got to find somebody that's gonna pick this shit up, and we got customers that's coming in here.
You have to take the risk, so you might not never sell it.
Right. Like I said, it's a hobby,
It's
man.
a
Like I
hobby.
said, I watched Slim put together car after car after car after car, but that's something he loved. He passionate about it, so I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it.
I'm that kind of passionate about it, just a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
I ain't going nowhere from it. I'm gonna be doing it.
Yeah, the good thing is it's something you love, and whatever we love brings us peace.
Yeah.
So when you can do the shit you love, the problem is when you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Shit,
been
it's
there.
one thing
I've
when
been
you got
there.
the option to say I want to do this, I want to eat here. The problem become when you can't do it. Because one thing about it, shit, once you taste certain luxuries, shit, they ain't luxuries no more. They're a necessity.
Yeah,
Facts.
This is
And
a
I tell
necessity
people
that
all the
make you
time,
feel
I'm
good.
peacefully unsatisfied. So I'm peaceful, but I'm never satisfied. I'm always
Peacefully unsatisfied.
peacefully unsatisfied. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm humble.
That's
I'm happy
legend
with
talk.
a lot of things that happen to me, but I'm very unsatisfied.
That's
I'm never
legend talk.
satisfied.
Let's
That's
say that
legend
shit
talk.
again. That's our tag. Peacefully unsatisfied.
Peacefully unsatisfied.
Yes, sir.
Peacefully unsatisfied. Yeah. I love that one.
So, man, how does it feel to be like a living legend, bro? Like, you really like a legend in these streets, bro. Like, you've been doing this shit for so long, been consistent for so long, been in the game, on top of your game for so long. How does that feel, man? How does a man walk around a living legend, bro? How does it feel to be Lil Keke?
Well, me, it's not for everybody because at the end of the day, I'm the people's champ and the villain.
Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying? And that's not a role that's embraced for everybody. Everybody don't have thick skin. Everybody can't talk. See, all the ridicule, the derogatory, I can handle all that. So the accolades that come with it and the legends and the get to do this and the songs and this may happen in the presidential awards from Obama, I'm able to accept that gracefully and be able to live with it because I got to live with, Key ain't this, Key ain't that, he ain't this, he that, and I can handle it. It's a lot of people that don't want that. They don't want the tough skin part of it. People saying they not this here or why you didn't make it or why I didn't. I can take all that. I can handle all. I can deal with all of it. So the legend part of it, it comes easy because the rest of it, I've embraced handling that.
Facts.
So the glory out of it that comes and the happiness or anything that people doing any praise, and that's an easy part because I'm able to stand up to the rest of that shit you're talking about.
Facts.
Man, let's go back. Nigga, you got an Obama award?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I ain't even see that doing my research. How that don't come up?
Yeah, I got
How did that come up?
I got a presidential lifetime achievement from Obama, and it was based on my work with Little League football and my work in the community. That's what it was, and it was just, and I didn't even plan for it or got it. It was just Little Leagues and football is something I love. I'm very, very deep into it. I'm out of it a little bit now because my son, he playing ball here in high school, so I'm locked in him. I'm a real big on parenting and football, sports,
Facts.
period.
Facts.
So with me being locked on him so much, but I'm really locked in. I done won the Super Bowl as a coach. I done been to 3 Super Bowls. I done owned the team. My kids play. So the whole nine. So it's times I done let my whole team play for free. No money, nothing but insurance. I buy equipment. And just doing that, I never thought that I got put in this with people who were Purple Hearts and yeah, man, this was one of my, it was crazy because when I won, I got a lot of backlash, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
Like
was
you
a
didn't
lot
deserve
of,
it.
like I didn't deserve it. And,
Like, why the fuck you win?
Why
Right.
Why the fuck you even consider?
Hey, I was kind of, I was on
Why
some,
not you, though?
I was on some shit like, man.
Why not you? That's
I was
my thing.
I was on some shit like, I ain't even ask, man. Y'all
Right,
mad at me. I
facts.
didn't even ask. You know what I'm saying?
Your
But
actions spoke for
Goddamn
themselves.
deserve.
it's on the why I won a Lifetime Achievement Award for Obama. That's one of my greatest achievements. But at the same time, it let me, You know, that was one of my first times ever trending worldwide. So I'm not a comment guy. A little bit, you know, everybody, we play tough, but we go, you know, every 5-6 months, I'm gonna give you what you want. I may tap into a comment, but I'm for the most part, I'm not a comment guy. You know what I'm saying? But
Facts.
when I seen this trending worldwide, I kind of tapped in. I'm like, damn, let me see. Hey, man.
Talking about me.
And bro, some of the shit that was getting said was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
From a bunch of motherfucking
Give
strangers.
us some examples. Like what?
Like shit like telling Obama, I see why your black ass needs to such. You giving out this, you know, cause they went to tap they went to tap it in, talking about I got weed cases and you done gave him a award. He got a weed case. Yeah, and I was like, you know, this is my first time. I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm like, yeah, man, y'all really tripping on me. but it was a Houston sheriff, an older sheriff, that saw me, and he was at a table with a bunch of more sheriffs, and they called me, and they was like, let me tell you something, man. Older guys. They were like, man, you better raise your head up, man. What just happened to you, man? Don't you let nobody talk you into not being proud of this moment. I don't care what they saying on the internet, what you just done. Man, you be proud about where you from and how you stood up and you got that. So I felt better after that. But at first, I'm telling you, I thought they were gonna kill me behind me. I was like, man, I didn't ask for it, man. They gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good award.
Man,
Hey,
that's
man,
dope,
let me
man.
give a
That's
quick
dope.
shout out, man. We got a whole nother legend in the building. I can't believe it, man. We got Jazzy Red in here. What's up,
Jazzy
Jazzy
Red.
Red, man? What's up, baby?
What up, homie?
All right, man.
What up, baby? What up?
So we talked off air about, like, you know, I said, you know, you were known early on for being late to your shows and shit. And the answer you gave me, man, tell them what you said, why that was. Like, I was like, wow, this shows me the growth.
Well, when you're young, man, it goes back to what I was saying, how we used to relate the street so much to the game. So when we were young, man, we wasn't leaving town without a bunch of niggas. 30, 40 of them, drinks everywhere. I told people the other day, I've been on the road 25 years of my career. I only caught one case.
Well,
I only caught one
tough.
case.
That's pretty
And,
goddamn
and I had 100 years worth of it. You know what I'm saying? Cause we drinking, we smoking, we pistols, we riding, and it was times where, you know, I tell people, we didn't, like Slim and all them, they went to Watts house to get deals. They was trying to be, we didn't go to Screw house to get deals and be rappers. We went there as homeboys. So I'm saying that to say, when it popped and we started doing music, we didn't have a level of professionalism.
Right.
How to be early for a show and how to do this and what to do and how to that. So, man, it's times, man, I done missed shows behind drinking. I done missed shows behind not being on the road. And it didn't mean nothing to me because I didn't even understand that I'm a artist or a rapper until I got a little older. And now it's a maturity level. That's like now I don't do no drinking or smoking on the road. It's nothing. Ain't no you can't get in my car with it. I don't drink. I haven't had no drink in 13,
Man, you
14
tripping.
years.
How many of them niggas tell you, man, I can't get in here with this shit?
You ain't
I know
going.
I tell niggas all the say, man, leave that shit
It's
out of
not
my car. You can't get in here with it.
My drivers don't drink or smoke. It's not none of that going in my car. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Dallas, I don't stay nowhere. I don't get rooms. I don't get hotels. I don't lay up with women. I don't do none of that on the road. When I go to Dallas, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow. I'm going to leave here at 6. I'm going to get there at 9:30. I'm going to perform at 10:30. At 11 o'clock, I'm going to be back on the road. At 3:30, I'm going to be back at the house. And that money that they pay.
Hold on, Dre. Hold on. Yeah, I had to touch this nigga. Let me make. That's the same. Okay, it's the same nigga.
So,
I had to touch this nigga. Make sure the same.
And the niggas that
Work.
paying me $200 a room, I can get 3 rooms. Them rooms might be $200 a room. That's for my drivers. Yeah. You know, I don't care if we're going to Galveston or we're going to Dallas. That money for them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us, I'm not finna be. Because in the morning, when them women wake up in the morning, they don't remember you and Dre. They remember me. Right. Man, what happened, man? You know, women go to them rooms late at night, but how they feel in the morning ain't the same from last night.
I was with Keke.
I was with Keke last night.
I was with
don't
Keke.
want no partner. You know what I'm saying? So the older me, but see, now I've switched the game on it. Yeah, I missed a few shows, but now it's on the promoter. But like I told you earlier when we was talking, what about the promoters who ran out with the money? What about the promoters who didn't have the other half? What about the janky? I ain't 20 years later bringing y'all.
I got to call one of my partners out as a promoter because I don't know how many times this man done promoted the show. You know who you is. This for you.
They out there.
People that know. How many times you done promoted the show and called me, I ain't got the money, but I think the dough gonna be good, man. Bring the bread right now.
But see, as a G nigga and as a street nigga, I'm not 25 years later reminding you of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember you ain't had the rest of my money. You remember you ain't had this. Now let me tell you what I do. You tell me you want me to perform at 12, I'm gonna be there at 11:15. You got to 12:30 to finish to get it all together. At 12:30, I want my money. I'm ready to go because it's on my side now.
Right
now, I want you there at 12. I'm there at 11:15. I'm ready, wide-eyed, buck. Ain't no. Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? So
ready to rock this joint.
So people, man, and it goes into something that I got in one of my books, a subject in my book called Unforgiving. And a lot of people is unforgiving. People are mad from kindergarten. They mad from missing shows.
Man.
So what you have to do is forgive yourself. I already forgave myself for that shit.
God
you know what I'm saying?
damn.
So you still wrapped up in it and you still tripping, but I done moved on, man, and it's not stopping my blessing. So sometimes people getting held back. You holding something against me that I already forgave myself for and moved on.
Man, you
Hey,
segue.
man.
Hold on, he segued into the perfect subject. Now you know I had to ask you this question. We didn't talk about this backstage a few times because I done bumped into you somewhere. What's up with this S.U.C. project, bro?
What's up with it?
What's up with it? You tell me. I heard you got the key. That's what they say about you. Key got the key
Key
to the
got the
S.U.C.
key.
project.
Well,
No,
that's
I
what
don't.
youngsters
Say you
said.
are Mr. S.U.C. Man, who said that?
You know what I told
So, young man.
you know what I told him when we talked about that? Man, sometimes, man, it goes back to the same word. It's the level of professionalism. The way that I may think about something and the way that I may want to handle something or think it should be done, it's maybe y'all may not be where I'm at with getting that done.
Right.
Y'all never put an album together and asked me that I want to participate or help him. You putting the responsibility in my hand. If you put the responsibility in my hand, then I'm gonna do it this professional way because this is what I actually live and actually do. I don't have no football players. I don't sell no weed. I'm not in the streets. I do nothing but this. This is what I do. This is my stream of income. This is how I feed my family. This is what I want to do. So the way that I may structure or feel like a S.U.C. album be done, that may not be appropriate for everybody because it's business. You know what I'm saying? We can't, that's no different than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be, it's people like you got some, you doing this. Everybody's an independent contractor.
Facts.
On top of what we doing, everybody's an independent contractor. So if I say come to the table, let's get this done, I'm only gonna bring you to the table and make sure that it gets done from a professional standpoint the right way. How it's supposed to get broke down. How we can play games how we want to and go in. The game is outside of the booth. We can go in here and make 100 hooks and make 100. What about outside the booth? What about this podcast? What about this publishing? What about this split? What about this streaming? What about this Spotify? All that counts. In the same way, people are kind of upset about my role in the way that I should be paid. When it starts to come out business, you could be upset then and then too because I'm gonna take care of my business and get my worth of what I am for the amount of work that I'm gonna have to put into this to get this done. So it's not the fact that we can't get it done, it's people coming, cooler heads are prevailing and making reality, you know what I'm saying, like realistic expectations. What are our expectations? Are we gonna drop this, we're gonna tour, we're gonna get some money, or we just gonna drop it so people can be saying that we done it? I'm not into doing that. I'm into whatever I put my name on, whatever I put my brand to, I stand behind it.
Right.
And for the most part, if y'all gonna put the weight on my shoulders of putting an S.U.C. album together, then I got to be ready to represent my brand for it and represent who I am and what I got going on. So it's not that it won't never get done. It's just the fact that a lot of these people that's involved with it, they still working and still trying. Poke's still working. Keke's still working. Nobody has really had time to just come and say, man, I'm going to stop everything I need to do and do this. You know what I'm saying?
I love that response. Hold on.
No, go ahead.
Because here go the thing on that too now. Because I think based on sitting here with him right now, he has a little bit more leverage than everybody.
Facts.
And I think that's the problem. I think that's probably one of the things that everybody would have to realize and just come to grips with. You know what I mean?
Let me explain
it's not
something.
that I'm better, you better, but
so
I got
people
more
won't
leverage right now.
people won't get that twisted with what you're saying. Poke is one of my better friends.
Facts.
We
Shout out
talk
to
on the
Podina,
phone.
man.
We rank play all day. He'll tell you how much I am and how I feel about my leverage, and he my partner. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you because I don't work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to gain that, and that's a part of growing up and having growth when you need to understand your worth and understand what you, and I'm not saying, hey man, before I disrespect y'all and say, man, I'm gonna just do my thing and continue to do what I do and get mine until we can come to the conclusion of what we need to do. That's no different from me and Roden had to do an album. Me, Ro, and such. Ro understand his work. He understand this. And sometimes, man, it's a standpoint of what we talking about. A lot of people chilling, they taking breaks, we cooling. We in this. So we finna have to come organize, do more things. And it just takes more time and more money to do that. You know
Go ahead, Dre. What you?
I mean, that's a good answer. Like I said, so with all that being said, are we gonna ever get an S.U.C project? Because you the spearhead of it, so you got to lead the way, bro.
I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna happen. There you have it. We done had it. He done said it.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
He done said it.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Even if it don't have everybody in it, I feel like it's gonna happen.
That's always been the problem about trying to make sure. I just done an S.U.C song on my album.
Right.
It was hell. It was hell to get that dead. You know what I'm saying?
Who all you had on there? Who all you had on there?
It's shocking. I got some different. It's gonna be a little different. It's me. It's Trey.
Okay.
I got Pokey.
Okay.
Flip. Lil O.
Okay.
Mike D. And Grace Brother Los.
God damn.
And it's Jam.
There's all the members of that you see. We ain't got no more.
that ain't-
Did you
that
leave
ain't
anybody
stuff
out?
I'm missing.
What? I
Did
put
you leave
them.
anybody out?
I put them on other songs.
Was that intentional?
Yes, it was.
See, Dre on board. Hey,
It was
Travis.
intentional.
You see,
Because I couldn't fit them all on one. I couldn't fit them all on one song, man. And let me tell you something. It's different parameters in that. See, man, let me tell you something. They always want me to be the peacemaker in certain things. Sometimes I just be chilling. Oh, he be want to be the one. You know what I'm saying? But I love. Let me tell you something. What that family mean to me. What it done, man. There's no denying it. It's just that they think that, man, Key this, he brash, he says it. No, man, I just been through a lot.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. So the way I may handle something, I really, really, truly live. I'm all rap. So I a lot of decisions that I make be rapper decisions. They don't be street nigga decisions.
Facts. Like I said, from the outside looking in, man, I can definitely see the growth in you, man. I can definitely see the 110%.
Yeah.
I definitely see it.
You see what he just said though? Like he's a rapper. What is it about these multi-platinum young stars right now that they can't embrace being a goddamn rapper? They want to be on the streets. I don't even want to say none of these niggas' names, but like, nigga, you making millions of dollars rapping. What the fuck do you want to be in the streets for? Like, where's the mindset?
clicks and likes.
Because I think at one point you had that mindset. So how do you get out of it?
See, it looked like I had that mindset.
looked like
I
it.
never
Okay.
did.
Okay.
I never had that mindset because this is the thing about it. And there was something you said. I've been. It was something that you said that we've talked about. People would think that I was inconsistent. Never was inconsistent, ever. Right. Let me tell you why. Because I got 60 albums.
No shit.
Yeah, you can pull them up right now. I got 60.
Travis.
Pull them up.
Travis, you know I got to call a nigga ass out, man. Hey, tell that girl to come here.
Hey, wait a minute. You ain't got the.
That nigga said 60.
Wait a minute.
And I'm a fan. I'm a fan, nigga.
You got some shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Nigga got 60 albums.
Hold on. Wait.
I ain't never counted them. We got a bunch.
Wait a minute.
God damn.
Hold on. Wait 1
I
second.
didn't know this nigga catalog was that deep.
Wait a minute. I'm looking. Watch this here. I go to wall right there.
Okay.
That's the wall. See, but let me tell you something. You see that wall?
Ooh, shit.
That's a small picture of the wall. Let me show you the real. Watch this. Let me show you that right there. While we on film. Watch
That's
this.
at the office.
That's the office.
That's the office, yeah.
Let me show you though. And let me show you right quick.
God damn.
Yeah.
I own them.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I was never
shit.
inconsistent.
Man, I apologize.
Nah, I'm finna tell you.
I apologize.
I
I told him I felt like you was somebody because
But
I
I've been explaining to you.
apologize.
I've been explaining to you. I never
Shit.
done these albums for numbers.
Right.
It was me believing in rap. I never went back to crack. I never went back to weed. I never went back to pistol. I never done any of that. I just kept rapping. I didn't know streaming was coming. I kept rapping. Now when they was laughing, man, Key got that other little tape. Oh, that's another little one he got. Now them little tapes.
Them streams are bad motherfucker, ain't they?
Now they're a bad motherfucker. Now that little tape that somebody want to hear in Longview, that they can, or in Australia, that they can't drive all the way to Houston to get a cassette, or just, you can pull it up right here and get it anytime you want to. Now, I didn't know that. Now, them 60 albums, I own my own whole catalog. I own Don't Mess With Texas. I own Commission. I own Herschel with Hard. That's mine.
Work, nigga, work. I'm a fan of good work. Y'all don't know how much of a fan of good work I am.
So, a lot of people felt like, you know, man, it was times, man, I had a warrant for 10 years. You know, from 1996 to 2006, when I couldn't even be outside. I signed with Swisher House under alias names, all kind of shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of times. It was a lot of times when people. Yeah, this is true facts. It's a lot of times when people was thinking that I'm inconsistent. I couldn't even be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a warrant. I got 8 years TDC in 1996. Got an appeal bonded out and never went back to court. I beat it in 2006. That's why in the Break 'Em Off with Paul in the video, the Break 'Em Off video, I'm not in the video. I'm in jail for 3 months. Paid Chip Lewis, beat the case, and that's why I'm so turned up now. That's why I'm so out. That's why I'm so jury. That's why I'm so having so much fun and balling because I missed the 10-year run of my life being able to do what I need to do. When niggas were all the whole Platinum in the Ghetto run, I was wanted. I had a whole different name. I had a whole different thing.
Damn,
but it never stopped. It never stopped me from these tapes. I always believed in whether it was in 2007 when I got through with Swish House. I done 12 mixtapes in 1 year. That's how I built 713 Self-Made. I done one every month. I done 12 in 1 year before streaming even knew that it was coming.
I didn't know that.
I
did not know that, bro.
Man, I apologize for. I just told the nigga he was inconsistent.
Nah,
I told him I was disappointed.
I knew he was working, but I didn't know. I
apologize.
That.
It's all about.
So I'm gonna just tell y'all. Let me look at the camera. The nigga on the cool checking the shit out of me on air, and I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with that.
Now, see, the thing about it was, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like in my younger career, after Platinum in the Ghetto, and after all that, I got in trouble. And I had a probation violation. I went to court on a probation hearing. I got 8 years, bonded out on it. But the guy who I bonded out with and all that, man, I had receipts of everything saying that the case had been dismissed and all that. So when I got to court, that one case that I'm telling you about, that finally one case that I caught on the road, I caught a weed case on the road, and I had a warrant, but they had roll-on print. Put the roll-on print, it was in Henderson, Texas. So when my prints came back, they transferred my probation back to Houston.
Well,
that's when they got me. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they got me. I went and done 3 months. Chip Lewis, he got out. I paid him $100,000 to get this did. And G-Dash to this day. And that's why my connection with G-Dash is so strong. It's not about album sales. It ain't about I'm a G. He gave me $50,000 up front to pay Chip Lewis. I had to pay the other $50,000, but I didn't get nothing from Swish House when I signed.
Not $1. Man.
Not $1. When it was Power I was Platinum and they had Mike Jones. When I signed with them, I just signed with them straight to better my career. I was in trouble. I didn't get $1 up front, not a dollar. I grind to I'm a G. I grind to chunk up the dudes. I grind to love by few, hated by many. And when it all was over and Power went his way, Slim, and everybody went their way, I created 713 in 2007. I done 12 mixtapes. It wasn't about the sales. It wasn't about none of that. It was just about me getting the brand, putting the brand in their hands. 713 self-made, 713 self-made. After that year, I was rolling, streaming came in. I started my streaming with my first 12 mixtapes that I had. Went back in my career and got every tape that I owned. Don't Mess With Texas, Commission, Herschel with Hardhead. And from 2007 to 2022, I now got 60.
God damn.
That's dope.
That's all right, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, so,
but speaking of the music, man, like you have a legendary song, man. I just want to know the process. When you went in that studio and made Southside, did you think that it would be 2021 and
it'll be bigger than it was
right? Because I just seen you performing there with Toby, man, and I just seen the atmosphere and the energy in the room. Like, did you think that song would be that big making that song? Because it's definitely like it didn't went beyond Houston. It went beyond the South Side.
I was in Minnesota. I was locked up in Minnesota,
right.
And you know they all knew South Side. But I was sitting there jamming scholarships to the pen.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm locked up at the time, man. The money.
Right.
And so I had asked one of the COs, I think it was like 600 people on the yard, right? I said, how many people got this song? Can you go in the back end and show me? Yeah, 262. I never forget it. That had scholarships to the pen on their MP3 player.
Right.
I said, damn, I turned all these niggas on to this shit. I need to call this nigga.
Now, Southside, man,
I mean, that's like, that motherfucker, it's
so many versions
big.
of it. It's so many versions of it. Like, this what happened. This is a true story. I was in jail. Man, bro, I got more jail stories. Nah, but I'm in jail. This was about my younger days. I'm about 17 or 18. I'm locked up. And I'm locked up. We're in the county, and it's a little guy named Shorty on the other side of the tank, every day he's doing a song called Northside. This some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here, he over here. He's getting up every day. He's doing this goddamn song Northside every day. So I made a Southside song, and we started, you know, and it was early, so just like it was just a bunch of name dropping, jerk, pop the top, you know. And my partner did it. He was beating on the bed in a Friends beat. Friend. So when I got out of jail, it's a tape called Home Sweet Home. This was me first coming home from jail, and I told Screw to turn on the Friends beat, and I did it. This shit took off. It was big. It was Southside before Southside, and it kind of had, you know, it had different names, different levels. It's the same song, but different. So when I done 3 in the morning with Screw and I finally got my deal, that's the first thing I done was redone the top 2 songs that I had was Pimp the Pen and Southside.
Man.
And Southside kind of took off. They wouldn't play it on the radio first because it was some Northside, Southside shit. Yeah, and I remember my first time performing at that chocolate
I was there.
Oh,
Was it Christmas?
yeah.
It was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So for y'all that ain't from H-Town, Chocolate Town out Parker, real Northside shit.
Yeah, we was scared. Yeah, we was. Yeah, because we kids. You know, my
Music
first
bring
time came out
everybody
at 20.
together. That's one thing about this music.
Hey man, listen. People don't know. I sold 200,000. Don't Mess with Texas is probably like in the first 4 months. I sold 40,000 the first week. That's still an independent record for you niggas. Niggas ain't doing 40,000 right now. I done 40,000 the first week. Independent. Don't Mess with Texas. That's still an independent record right here in Houston.
Yes, sir.
So
independent classic. Let's say that.
So
Independent classic.
we done
That's a
40,000. We done 40,000 the first week, and this was some real shit. Like we had sold like 20-something thousand cassettes and whatever in Houston. 14,000 on the North.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was
I
crazy.
gotta say this, man.
It was crazy. I
ain't
was
gonna
like,
even-
damn.
I can't even apologize for this shit.
I bought that
Because
motherfucker.
when Fat Pat was saying music hitting so hard, knocking Northside over, I hated that part. So when this nigga came out with the Southside, we sitting in there jamming that bitch. And I'm like, damn, this nigga started saying Southside. That nigga don't never mention
But
the
the
North.
thing
here.
about it, man-
But I took the South as being, it's a Texas thing.
It
It's
did.
a Southside thing.
Once I changed it to Atlanta from the South, Texas, it took off. You know, that was a good thing. I'm glad that happened. And now, man, I didn't know how to dance, and it wasn't no dance. We just playing. You know, shocking and rocking and tripping. We ain't no dance, man. I don't know how to dance. Stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we just trip. But let me tell you something. In the middle of my career, I was shying away from it.
Why though?
Wow, yeah,
I was
wow.
tired. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that?
Like, because let me tell you something. I'm really a gangster rap ass nigga. You know, and like all that scholarship took me. So for people was
That's
thinking.
the realest one I think you ever did right there.
So people thinking that I'm
I
some
like
type
playing them in the ghetto.
of. People thinking I'm some type of dance. Da-da-da. I'm like, man, that ain't been. I'm really on some gangster shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't really. Me.
But I
But-
didn't get dance from that song though. I
But
didn't
you
get
know,
that.
but in the,
Everybody do the dance.
Yeah,
like
but I
even
didn't
when
get
it
that.
come
I
on
just
right
thought it
now,
was the damn that song.
the dance is associated with it.
Right.
But
But
see-
it's a player dance.
in the middle of it, it started being like, it was weird. I couldn't get past it. No matter how much other music I was making, what I was doing, I couldn't get past until I just got to the point of realizing I wasn't gonna get past it.
So when did you embrace it? When did you embrace that with
did
Southside?
you- yeah.
Like let's be. When was the day you said, man, this is my shit. I gotta just run with it.
About 5 years.
Damn.
Nah, I'm lying. I'm just playing, but I'm saying because
No. Fuck that. When did you embrace
I'm
this song?
telling
5
you,
years ago?
I'm like some shit about 17, some shit like that. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I always embraced it. It was great. It was big. But I'm saying when I embraced it on some, it's really no getting rid of it. When I start looking at it like it takes two, like raw, it started being like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it started being everywhere. It started resurfaces. They started redoing these touchdown dances. It started old people. Now, man, I'm booked at weddings more than.
Matter of fact, you was at my cousin Patience wedding.
I was at
Right.
Faces
Right.
my people.
Right.
Faces- Bro, I do more weddings with that song than anything. So I just started embracing it. Man, it was times, man, I was doing shows, taking it off the show CD. Man, the
Nah.
promoters was on some, man, what the hell? Nah, man, get back up here, man. You tripping. Until I just went to, you know what, man, this really just, no. And now, bro, you know, like we just did it at the Toby thing. We did it at the Mia. It's outside.
Yeah, it's out there.
It's really good now that I own it too, you know. It was a time I didn't own it. It was a time I didn't.
That make it a whole lot
That
better.
make it a whole lot. I own it now, so you know. And that whole thing is every deal I get, they want me to redo it. I can't redo it.
Yeah, that motherfucker was magical.
I can't redo it.
Hold on,
I'm not in
hold
that
on.
voice. I'm not in that field. I'm not that kind of young and hungry. I'm professional. Back then, man, I didn't care about no money. I just cared about what rhyme with red, blue, holding, coming down. That's all I cared about. Now I'm trying to figure out how many streams I think I did. What's the next week we got? See, that's all business now.
Well, you still having fun though.
I'm having fun.
Because something like at that point you was just having fun. So when you start thinking, which that's how I am. I'm thinking.
I'm a thinker.
I always want to see the numbers. I don't give a fuck about none of the shit y'all talking about.
Right.
Let's look at the numbers, because to me the numbers tell a story on how I'ma move.
Well, sometimes it depends. Like the older I got, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like a lot of albums that I was doing, like that 12 CDs that I done in that year. It was 713, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I done a Valentine CD called Ride with the Top Off, number songs with hooks like that. I had one called Slab World. It was just 12. I dropped them 3-4 different distributors. Where I was coming out shit like January 15th, and the other distributor called me, I'm coming out February 9th. The other one coming out March 18th. The next one coming out April 19th. The next one like that.
But that's the beauty of being independent.
And I just was doing it, and it wasn't about the numbers. It was really about me trying to build a brand, become professional. At the end of that year, man, it just all of a sudden, man, I started with streaming when I wasn't making nothing but $100 a month, man, all the way to, hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? You had to be patient with it. You had to ride with it. So, yeah, man, I've been way more consistent than they think. It's just about the way that they judged and then what they thought. Now, let me tell you the difference, because you got a lot of artists. Me and Slim had this conversation. It's only too many people you can have this conversation with. So me and Slim having this conversation about
shout out to Doug, man.
The way that we eating and the way that we get on is because I own all this. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of rappers that got music, they got catalog, but they don't own them. It's the people who put them out. It's the people who they was in business with. My albums and all this that I put out, from this whole Self-Made series, the whole 713 series, ABA, everything, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? And I put it out and I own it. I own the tracks, I own the music, I own everything. So it became different as I started. I ain't missing an era. I don't care from a vinyl to a cassette to a tape to a streaming. I got an NFT out right now. I'm not gonna miss nothing.
Work.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about how you judge consistently, because I used to tell people all the time, man, everybody ain't gonna get to be Drake, everybody ain't gonna get to be Wayne, but that don't mean that it's not a significant amount of growth and that you can have and success that you can have in this, man. It's people, man, I'm good. I can quit today. And I can do nothing forever. I'm straight.
You got 60 goddamn albums. I know you telling the goddamn truth.
I'm good.
Because one thing I've learned about this music shit, people keep rediscovering. Like, I'm finna go back and look at some of this shit that I don't know.
But he got timeless music though. When you got timeless music, man, that's
let me tell you what
for artists like him. Yeah. Timeless music.
The reason why my music is timeless because I don't really do rapped over beats. All 60 of these is 60 beats, 60 albums worth of real beats, real hooks, real scholarships to the pen. I'm really dedicated to my new album. This ain't no rapped over beat, re-say something about. Nah, these real hooks, I don't even call them albums, man. They project. Now this one, the album that I got coming, this album.
Yeah, that's album.
Yeah, I went
the
crazy.
Production,
you know what I'm saying?
The production of this album.
Yeah, it's next level. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm definitely a fan of good work.
But this was the first album in a long time that I stepped outside of trying to do it for the bottom line. Like, I have been caught up in the last 3-4 years from a bottom line standpoint. What I mean by that is my catalog is steady growing. Yeah, man, I'm making $50,000 a month right now. If I do this album, I'm gonna be making 60. I do this next album. When niggas was trying to figure it out, when niggas was trying to sell 1 million records or sell 100,000, I was putting out 4 of them to make that happen. I don't care if this one did 20, 40, 60. At the end of the day, when you put yours out in January to get 100,000, I put 4 of them out in December. They all added up to 100. Didn't make me no difference.
Hey man, you young niggas better get some of this goddamn game.
Didn't make me no difference.
Hey, you young niggas better get some of this game right now.
So
if you in this shit, this real game being spit.
Fuck that. The old niggas need to listen to this game. It's
so
real game.
I was that had me bottom lining. You know what I'm saying? Like catalog, man. Man, I'm finna ride cars, I'm finna wear jewelry, I'm finna travel just by bottom lining. Well, I didn't go into this album bottom lining. I went into this album with something to prove. I went into this album to, just be honest, man, a nigga still looking nice and young and cool and doing what he need to do. So I wanted to put into this here just like you approaching me as you approaching anybody. Man, I come out, I got 400,000 something followers. I got a new single with 1 million views on that motherfucker. I got an album produced by the Justice League, Juicy J. If this was a young nigga telling your body, you'd be on it.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no different with me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing though, the good thing about this, what you do have, is kind of like, I tell people, a lot of artists that had better career than Maze. But ain't too many motherfuckers still getting shows like Maze. One thing about your calendar ain't gonna never stay empty as long as you choose to go out. A motherfucker gonna be calling you.
Well, the thing about it, I'm a performer.
And that's another thing. You are, if y'all ain't never been to a Lil Keke concert, I swear to God, you owe it to yourself. The man performs, the energy you feel back. Because I done been to some shows with some artists, and I'm like, shit, I could have listened to this shit in the car.
And one of the
things, this gonna make you feel it.
One thing that helped me, even with the performance standpoint, is I ain't never watching niggas play. I ain't never watching niggas play. What Slim getting, what Ro getting, what they getting, they got. Hey, they gonna tell you, man, them niggas might make $50,000 doing 1 or 2 shows. I don't know. I'm gonna make my 50 doing 10. Well, I'll see you at the end of the month. Yes, sir. I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a worker.
But you gotta do what work for you though.
You gotta do what work for me. So my thing is, I grew in my spaces by, man, no matter what, I love all of them. It's nothing that they can do that's making me upset about what I got. Man, I praise all of them, man. Really, to be honest, a lot of people be thinking that I am antisocial. I've been doing this longer than y'all. I've been more I know what's bullshit and what ain't, and a lot of people be thinking, man, key in and out. No, man, I'm just about, I want to get these niggas back to their families, niggas who sacrificing their time and sacrificing their life on the road with me. As soon as I can get you back to your family, enjoying your money, that's what I try to do. Straight what I'm saying? All this soul, man, I don't have niggas out, man, 4, 5 in the morning, over here, they wives looking for them. I mean, that's my partners. This shit, I don't treat niggas outside they families like my partners who married. I don't turn them niggas on the hoes and none of that shit, man. You married, it's serious. Take care of your business, do what you do. You ain't me, I ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Serious. So I try to get niggas back to their families. I just matured in a lot of ways, bro, as I got older. So the way that I approach music and the way that I do what I need to do is that's just like the new single, man. Like, I go get Slim, Rose, South Walker. I want they streams. I want they fan base. I want South Walker. I ain't acting like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I need y'all. And it worked just like I want to. We 1 million views in 2 weeks. And, man, if I can't sing this hook, I'm going to get Rose to sing. I'm going to go get South Walker. It's going to be a little controversial. They're going to do a little talking. I'm going to go do that. Whatever it take, man. You know what I'm saying?
Make the gumbo.
Like the gumbo. I'm not scared to evolve and keep up with time.
Speaking on working with other artists, I know we talked about the S.U.C. You just mentioned you got a song with Zero and Sauce Walker and Thug. I remember around 2000, 2003, 2004, you had an album called A Big Unit, you and Slim Thug. Yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? I think that album was a little bit slept on. I don't know if the promo was right.
We're going to do it again the right way.
That's what I'm about to ask. Like,
we're going to do it. We didn't get to work on that album together like we should have. Like, the album, Lee already had the album.
Right, he did.
Kind of put together, and me and Slim just kind of came in and filled in parts. I think if we do it, it's gonna be super. And I think we got another run for that, man. How he doing? I think that should be next. Slim finna drop, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, he dropped. Yeah,
he gonna drop tomorrow. I'm gonna drop in about a month after that. Then I want to visit that. We've been talking about it 6 months.
I remember y'all talked about it.
We've been talking about it. I think it's gonna be great. The North and the South, they want that.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see it. Just so motherfuckers know that.
They gonna be nice.
We've elevated from those times back then. We can sit and talk and play and laugh about shit like And I think that's a beautiful thing. We can come in and talk about the North and the South, but it ain't no real place. We just joking because we on real. I'd have been to your house before, G. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. On some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, the North and the South want to see me and Slim do that.
Yeah, facts.
I definitely want to see it.
That's for the culture for real.
I hate that him and ESG didn't continue because I thought they had something going right there. But I mean, obviously, I know what happened. But I know if Slim and Key do it, they can do.
Especially at this point in their career, I think that's something that I think people want to see at this point. Like they said, the business together, they both on their shit. I would love to see that happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they getting me at a good time. Like, even with Heavy Slim, then what I try to do, bro, is I always I'm fair, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting to it. So I don't. And that's what I'm saying about the S.U.C. thing. It ain't held up for no money or none of that. It's just the fact of, like, for instance, with a Thug. That's gonna be professional. I ain't got to. That right motherfucker, he won't his, I won't mine. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do it the right way. So sometimes, man, I be telling people, man, like, man, listen, man, I ain't the one you want to get tired of into this business shit with right now. I'm serious about it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
as you should be,
hey, man, I put them people in your world and everything. I'm over there now.
Going to court with this shit now. Nigga, I ain't trying to come pull up on you, man. We gonna get our lawyers and go to court on this shit now. This just what it is.
Yeah, man.
And that's the crazy part, because motherfuckers don't understand that. Like, I ain't gonna go there. Motherfuckers don't get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to a certain level, you can't risk certain things. You know, there's no need for me to risk going having a shootout with you when I can drop consistent albums and get my streams and feed my family and do what I need to do. Why am I gonna risk that to go have a goddamn argument and a beef with you? That shit crazy.
See, that's the one thing about me. I ain't never playing too tough.
No.
Hey, man, if you ain't coming in at highs and really talking about disrupting nothing, hey, man, I don't want no problem. Hey, man, they be on me talking about, Key, these youngsters out here killing everybody. What you got to tell them? I say, man, I got something to tell y'all. Y'all listen up close. I'm all the way out y'all business, man. I don't want no problem. And listen, Key don't want, OG Key ain't said nothing. I don't want, I try to tell them be cool, but the young niggas, they wilding. You know what I'm saying? They shooting that thing and tripping. So me.
We was too.
Yeah, we was too.
You know,
so
and
me,
this the
I'm
thing
cool.
I tell people, man.
This is what he always say.
No, this is what
I
I
tend to
always say.
disagree with it a little bit,
No,
but
you can disagree with it, but if you go back and look at the numbers in our era and look at the numbers here, our numbers for shootings, violent crimes was greater. The difference is these kids get magnified because of social media. Yeah. We only got a chance to see what was actually on news, and we read it in the streets. Now, everybody got an Instagram, everybody got a Twitter, everybody got a Facebook. Motherfuckers got YouTube channels, so you seeing so much of shit that's out there. So it's like that shit get magnified. I ain't saying they ain't tripping, because these youngsters is crazy.
Them niggas guns they guns bigger than ours too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they gun.
Hey,
Man,
man,
have switches
then
and
when
shit like that.
Then when I be coming up, be tripping, I be coming up with, they got shit out the army, man. How's they getting it? Who getting it to them?
I didn't know what a switch was. I just learned that shit about 2 months ago.
Them niggas packing Dracos and shit automatic like it's a 30. We had 32s and 9s and shit like this here and 25s. And, man, these niggas got a Draco on your motherfucker.
And they stuffing them motherfuckers in skinny jeans, whipping them up.
Man, you know, I got kids now. My son, and they kind of older. They want to be hip now, so I got to be a little different because the message I got 22 y'all. You know what I'm saying, man?
Are you conscious of that in your music though? Or that message? Are you conscious of that?
I never been shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Right.
Nah, he ain't never been there.
I'm never, I let you know, lead no witnesses, turn the fish tank over. I tell you something crazy, some tree shit. But I never been shoot 'em up, bang bang, because my music is about you looking good and clean and this car finna start and I'm holding and there's a bunch of bitches outside and they're going down.
Hey.
Or I'm gonna be telling you something about don't do this here, niggas locked up forever, you're gonna have the white suit on with the boots. I'm either telling you that or I ain't never telling you I'm hanging back outside the door when you come through, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. No, man, I ain't talking like that, man. No, man, I ain't never talking. Now I'm on this new album right here. I'm deep. I'm deep on here. I'm a little different. I'm street, I'm hood. I'm good time, and I'm on some, get your mind. I'm just basically pushing my narrative, on this album. But I always been in the jamming. See, I ain't into too much telling you a bunch of shit. If that motherfucker ain't jamming, then that ain't straight up. I'm in the jamming.
Let's get into your book a little bit, man, because you kind of hitting a lot of points, I'm sure, on this book. So what about this book about?
This book is it's called Legend Talk, and Legend Talk is it's a mindset, it's a way of life, and what I did was, like I said, I opened up a platform for all walks of life, no matter where you're from, your race, whatever, to come here. We all going through something, you know what I'm saying? So I just gave people the opportunity to look at me as a father, a son, a husband, ex-husband, all these things that I've been, and let people, we might not be from the same place, or we might not be from the same walk of life, but that don't mean we ain't going through the same thing. So me getting an opinion, and this just, man, I'm telling you, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? You can start my book from anywhere because it's just a bunch of subjects about day-to-day and lifetime experiences, shit that people going through every day, from addiction, that's a subject in there, moving on, winning, all types of, unforgiving. My last subject, chapter I'm working on right now is called Leave It All on the Field. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about never giving up, never laying it down, never turning back. This here, don't putting off today for tomorrow. Different, and that's what I do. I pick one subject and I go into it, and it's relate to you, me, him, everybody on there.
I'm gonna get before you leave. I'm gonna pre-order right now. Put your
It's
cash in your pocket.
It's gonna be nasty.
I want it.
Nasty.
So
hey man,
you got the first book. I'm your first book.
I'm working on it like an album.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is the more I'm getting into it, because I'm like that with my albums. Man, as I roll, like my new album, I done about 40 songs, but when I got to the last 15 or 16, I'm where I want to be. And that's how I am with this book. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm about 8 chapters in, now I'm talking shit now. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go. And I didn't have to write it like that. I just had to transcribe it, put it in my words, and then they come back. So it's going to be audio, and it's going to be, and that's a different lane, man. I love that lane. See, when I get up, and that's what the Legend Talk is in the morning, man. It ain't about what type of money you got, what's your fine. You can speak on this. You can be anybody. You can be drinking your coffee, getting on the treadmill, dropping the kids off. It don't matter. And that's what made it so great, because you got people that's Fortune 500. You got people that's homeless. You got people that, and they able to come here and just talk to you about some everyday winning. Like one of my examples of winning was everybody want to hit a home run. It's everybody want to knock it out the park. It's the most gratifying feeling. You know what I'm saying? It moved the crowd to do that, but that ain't all you got to do to win the game. Sometimes you just got to first base, second base, third base. It's people who went around the bases 3-4 times and you still trying to hit a home run.
So think about this. What he just said right there.
That's
this
dope.
deep.
That's big.
Because all you got to do is hit 3 out of 10 to get in the goddamn Hall of Fame.
3 out of 10 is batting 300. That's in the book.
Right.
They'll pay you millions of dollars to do
3
that.
out of 10.
Millions
For
of
3
dollars.
out of 10.
But
I've been saying
motherfuckers
that
is
for
scared
years.
to lose
But
7 times.
it's people just sitting at the plate. They don't want to do nothing but knock it out the park. But I done been around the base 3-4 times.
Right.
See, I done scored that point 3-4 times. You still, and guess what? And I still got an opportunity to knock it out the park. That don't mean I ain't gonna knock it out the park.
Facts.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? So my book is very deep like that, and then that was a section about winning, because I used to tell my son, make short-term goals. He was going to college, making 5-6 year degree plans. He's stumbling in the first 5-6 months. Now he can't see 5-6 years. Man, make short-term goals. Just knock the semester down. Just knock the class. You're gonna become a winner faster. It's called realistic expectations. That's what make you a winner.
Real shit.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, Tony Robbins got a saying that I've been using for a while. He say people often overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and underestimate what they can accomplish in a decade.
Yeah.
You got 2 decades of real motherfucking work, and motherfuckers don't get it. Like, so I gotta apologize. Let me look at the camera. Look at it. I apologize to Don Key one more time for saying he was inconsistent.
I get what you got, but see, I knew where you was coming
I didn't
from.
understand it.
Well, the difference between you telling me then and telling me young, man, that wasn't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that. I didn't take that as, man, I wanted you to be straight and be straightforward. I got an answer to it, and it don't mean that you have to accept it or not. But I knew where you was coming from.
Yeah.
Now, the younger me, I probably would have, fuck you, dog. Yeah, I'm saying, but it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? And people just, that's what this game is about, man. I don't have no regrets. I'm still in it. You know, I truly believe that, man, shit can happen in 5 minutes, man.
Facts.
Man, these Steve Harveys and all these people rich late. You know what I'm saying? So you never know, man. So every day that I'm get an opportunity to, you know, to win the game, I'm gonna try to win it. You know what I'm saying? So we
Fucking
good.
right. Fucking right. Make it out that phone over there. I seen you over there.
I just, you know.
We call it the money phone, Keep that
Nah,
motherfucker ring, ain't no telling who on the other end, man. We call it the money phone.
I have gotten up from the table for the phone. Shit, I'm trying.
man.
I ain't got a catalog. I got deals. So you know what I'm saying? When the motherfucking deals come about, I got to go. I got to make sure, man.
I get it.
Man, we done touched on your career from the start.
Hold on. We can't wrap this shit up.
We not
yet.
wrapping up.
Okay,
I'm trying to take it
you
somewhere else.
you
No,
sound
I'm
like
not
you was
rapping.
wrapping some
I'm
shit
not
up.
gonna wrap it.
I got more shit to talk about.
Because we done touched on, you know, the beginning. We done touched on growth. We done talked about the S.U.C. project. We done talked the project with Thug. We done touched on your financial. We done touched on the book. We done touched on the new album. Is there anything we missing from the legend Lil Keke, man? Is there anything we ain't touched on, man? I ain't gonna even talk about fantasy football. We'll say that for later.
We're gonna end with fantasy football.
He don't want to talk about fantasy football.
Hold on, let me let him
I'm
answer
the
the
champ.
question.
I can still, you know.
He got the trophy, but that
I
might be
got
coming
the
to the North during a few weeks, though. It might be coming to the North in a few weeks.
Really, man, on some, as far as just career-based, man, I'm like I told you,
What about life-based? Fuck the career. What about your life, man? How Key doing, man? As a person, as a father, as a, you know, as a
Hey, man,
person.
listen. To be honest, I'm happy, bro.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
And you at peace.
I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? Because
what did you say earlier? Hold on. What did he say?
Peacefully unsatisfied.
Peacefully unsatisfied.
Because I understand it ain't gonna never be all gravy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I'm
in a
not.
storm coming out of storm one on his way.
No,
Right.
ain't no. And it's all about this here, man. Like I got an addictive personality. You know what I'm saying? That's in the book. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted to multiple things. But as I got older, man, I started being more addicted to happiness and addicted to change and addicted to stuff that I could offset it. Offset it with, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's it, bro. So in life, man, I try to turn negatives into positives. That's all I could do. That's all I do from a standpoint. I ain't gonna do too much. I'm enjoying it, man. I can pretty much do what I want to when I want to, and
That's big.
So I got a question, cause now.
You know my co-host be on bullshit.
Nah, I ain't on bullshit, but this, so no. So let's think about this. So, and you kind of told us, but I need to know, what's the difference between a show in 2001 and a show right now? Tell me what the hell you was doing at the show in 2001. Matter of fact, fucking 98. What was you doing at a show after? What was that like?
Let me tell you.
You went always coming home with 11.
No, let me tell you the growth. Let me tell you the growth in some of that right now. Now I be like, ask Slim now. This one of the difference right here. Oh, we fight over who gonna be last.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to hurry up get them last. I rolled out of that. You can put me on first. you put me and Slim, we fight though. Niggas is still fighting over being the headliner. Man, listen, man, I can't wait to get out of here at 11 o'clock. I need to be the first motherfucker out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. The other thing is, man, from a show standpoint, like even with my videos, like. Nigga gotta take a nap before you go to the show and shit down. You know
no, don't do that.
Man, you
don't
crazy.
Do that, man.
Hey, listen. If you want a good performance, I'm up at 5 in the morning. See, I'm a legend talk early, but I wake the roosters up.
Yes,
5,
sir.
6 in the morning. Hey, 9, 10 o'clock at night, man, I'm ready to lay that thing down again. So if I got a show at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's a possibility, man. I took me a nice one at about 9 to about 11 and got up. Man, that's the OG of the nigga.
Hold on. Hey, Travis, this nigga avoiding the question. Tell me what the show was like in 98, 97.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I might have now. I don't do certain drugs so I can remember the words and shit. I tell Slim them all the time, man. I can't smoke before I do the video, man. I can't remember my rap. I can't. Me and him, we arguing over that, man. I can't remember my.
Slim still be fucking up.
Me and him.
He still be
when we
fucking
do
up.
videos together, this I was joking the back. Bitch, you don't know your words right now. I'm like, I swear I don't know mine right now. So the younger me, man, I could do, bro. We finished it, man. That was the thing. I couldn't even. I had to be fucked up to do these shows. You get what I'm saying? Like we had to be.
That's what I was looking.
Smoking and drinking, and we had to. Nah, man, I don't even do none of that. First of all, I don't drink, period. But I don't even do no smoking or nothing till I'm done. Like my work is my work. Like we upstairs, I might have a little drink or something. But nah, man, I'm gonna take care of my business first. And that's the main thing. I'm very, very professional when it comes to shows. And man, and people be thinking, man, a lot of times, man, I don't do no hanging at them spots, at them clubs no more because it's shit in there, man. These niggas got these pills in this motherfucker, these pistols in here. Man, I'm trying to get the. Man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back to the town. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big, man, we used to hang out all night. We definitely were late. Shit, the show started 1:30. We there at 1:29. You know, all that. I ain't doing none of that shit no more, man.
What I just told you. Stay down and talk about, come on, we going to hang out with Kanye. I say, shit, we all go ahead on then. Shit, good. I'm going home.
Man, them niggas, I come out.
I'm going home.
Most of the time, the shit they do, I come out. But for the most part,
yeah.
Man, I said I'm a big sport head, so
yes, sir.
I'm a big football head. I don't even come outside on Sundays.
Let's talk about that, man. I haven't been out on a Sunday in a minute. I saw you at a Slim birthday party. Yeah. I think I came out a couple times since. But since football season, I've been at the crib. Like, how did you get to that point? You just said fuck all this extra shit. Like, man, this is my focus. This is
when I had that warrant.
Right.
I always been a football head like that. I coached Little League football play, but when I had that warrant and I couldn't come out like I became a big movie head. That's how I'm so able to articulate too, because I watch a lot of movies, I read a lot.
What's your favorite genre of movies?
I'm a mafia nigga.
Okay. Mafia.
I like that too.
You can't beat me in nothing mafia. That's where I get all this done, commission. That's where I get all this from. You know, Godfather's my favorite movie. Like I can watch 1, 2, and 3, 9 hours straight. I done that 5 times. where I didn't watch that whole 9 hours straight.
And I fucked up. I've never seen the whole Godfather.
You tripping hard.
I'm tripping. Yes, I said that last time. I never seen it all. I seen like bits and pieces. I've never seen it.
That's my favorite movie all time.
I gotta go check it out.
I'm a big mafia dude. That's why I get that done and the commission, and that's why I get all this.
I think Gladiator my favorite movie.
I'm into all that.
Gladiator tough.
Gladiator is one of my favorite movies in that genre. But in that genre, my favorite movie is Troy.
Troy tough.
Troy is my movie in there, and King Arthur.
King Arthur.
That's
Let me tell you why Gladiator is mine.
The story was probably the best story ever. The story of Gladiator was the best story.
Just not just the storyline. It don't matter. If you a true king, if you a true hustler, it don't matter what they take from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't matter what position you in. You gonna still outshine a motherfucker that appointed himself king, cause you the real. That's what I loved about Gladiator.
That was a dope story.
I love Gladiator. I love Troy. Troy was my movie.
Troy was tough.
But I'm into all that. But Mafia, that's my. I'm big into Mafia. I'm
Some
an
of Goodfellas, guy. I love Goodfellas.
I'm all that. I'm
Goodfellas
Goodfellas. I'm into all that.
I like Mobsters too.
Mobsters,
That's my
Goodfellas, any of that, man. I'm real big in Mafia. Like you can't, like I'm big into the 7 families, the Gotti story. I'm big in Mafia.
I thought it was 5 families.
It's 7 families.
But damn, y'all done beat me out.
Yeah,
You gotta watch Making of the Mob. That was a good one.
Yeah. I'm into
They
all
went
that
from
shit
New
right
York
there.
to Chicago, they went all over.
But sports, that's my number one.
What's your favorite sport? Football or basketball?
Football by far.
Football.
Basketball. I like playing basketball, but to watch football.
When I got older, I started creeping more towards basketball. I started tuning in about April, about March.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's me too.
As the
After
play,
all stuff
I know
breaking
everything that's going
Yeah.
on. I'm a sports center
Yeah.
head, but now football. Oh, I'm Sunday tickets, fantasy football, gambling. I'm the whole 9.
Football
So
started
now
for me before the draft.
So now that we on football, we gonna get ready to close up. Dre been bragging and talking shit about how he finna take this trophy home. So they fantasy. What y'all? I don't even play fantasy football.
I play 3 leagues.
So
I'm
he
in
in 3
3
leagues.
I'm in 3.
You in 3 leagues.
Yeah.
So y'all
I'm
in
in 2 with
particular
him.
leagues.
He in 2 with me.
So
I'm
go
in 2
ahead,
with
tell
him.
us about this league, Dre. Cause
Well,
you been wanting to
let
go
him
on
talk.
this
Let
shit.
him
So
talk.
go ahead.
Well, I noticed.
Yeah.
Some of his football. Cause see, first thing about me, I'm not even finna have these conversations or talk football. You got to know I'm not into playing.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I know I can have one conversation with you and know you ain't need to be talking to me about
Yes,
this
sir.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Same
why I'm
here.
setting the fuck up because I don't do no fantasy.
So
football.
me and him had a
I'm setting the fuck up
conversation,
listening to
and
y'all
I was
on
like, you know what, man? I want him to come fuck with me on my fan. This is my first year for my league.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? I've been in 2 and I wanted to start my own this year, so I invited him. He actually knocked me out the playoffs in my own league. I'm really hot about that. I ain't even make the playoffs for a year in my own league. You know what I'm saying? My son got his ass knocked out me, and I got to pay his fucking tab.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Had a good team too. He
Yeah.
had a good team.
Them injuries killed
fucked
him.
him up.
Them injuries killed him. But in the other league that I got the trophy in, he over there too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm feeling like that trophy headed right back to where the fuck it supposed to be.
But I tend to disagree with that.
It's sitting over there waiting though.
Why you disagreeing with that, Dre?
Because the whole season he was the 4th seed, the top 4 get in. He snuck in. He snuck
Well,
in.
listen.
How you sneak in? You either in or you ain't.
Nah,
Now,
I
you
had a
sneaking.
rough ass year.
He
I
had
had
a
to
rough
fight back to get right there. So I'm happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So if he win this week and I win this week, then we play each other for Super Bowl.
Yeah, we playing each other. I'm in the championship in his league.
He in the championship already in my league.
Have y'all played each other before?
During the season? Yeah.
During the season.
Who won?
He won. He beat me in the season. He knocked me out the playoffs.
What was the score?
I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
won by, no, he
different.
won by 3 and I won by 3 in 2 different leagues.
I beat him in one league, and listen, I had this man ass, man. This the game knocked me out my playoffs, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this nigga passionate about this shit.
You got
Hey,
it.
Travis, they passionate about
gotta
this
be,
shit.
man.
You gotta be paying.
You
You
gotta
gotta be
be.
paying attention. You have to be.
You got to
very.
because I made a move this weekend against the dude I was playing, and I know he's sick about it because his running back was hurt, and I picked the back up before he can get him, and I know he was sick. Cost him 39 points.
Cost me 39 points. Cost me 39 fucking points.
So
but at the end of the day, I gamble like that too. Like I done been to Vegas 4 times this month. I'm big on that game. Boy, I've been 10. Boy.
I just talked to you was in Vegas not so long ago.
I've been going to fuck.
Oh boy, y'all beat me on that one. I don't do no gambling.
Yeah.
One thing
I'm
I
sports
learned
gamble
about,
only.
Yeah.
but one thing I learned about Vegas, every time I go back, when I was really getting money, when I was 8 figures up, really fucking around, all I had to do was go to Vegas and know I ain't got money like I thought.
Oh, it happened
Shit.
fast. Hey nigga,
I
I
ain't
was
got money like I thought.
I
Shit,
was,
these motherfuckers got some money in this.
Hey man, about a year ago I was in Vegas with Drake. That nigga in the $10,000 blackjack rule. I come up with, man, take care of your business. ain't no way in the world I need to lose a hot 10
just on the road
in a
flip
hand.
of a card.
Man, shit, that nigga. So that gambling down, that's serious. But I'm sport gambler only.
Yeah.
I've been in the poker room with Phil Ivey.
Oh yeah.
And I'm talking about my kinfolk. I gotta tell y'all the story. Cause we finna rap her. My kinfolk walked out the room, man. The man was crying and handed me the pistol. I said, "No, what you handed me that for?" He said, "Man, I just want to kill everybody in the room, man. Them niggas just fucking that money off like."
Yeah. Hey, it's serious.
It happens, man.
It's serious.
But that's their lane, that's their sport, so I get it. For people that gamble, I get it. Like, I'm not a big gambler. Like, I love fantasy football. Like I said, I gamble on sports, mostly football, basketball. But yeah. It's just, it's just.
Like, I ain't the dice in the tape. Nah,
yeah, I ain't with that.
I ain't with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't let mine lay down. In football, I feel like I'm a guru.
Yeah.
I'm really
I'm a GM.
I'm willing to test my shit on that. But
I think
dice.
The Texans need to call me and hire me as a GM because I can put a team together. I ain't gonna lie, I really think I can.
You think you can too, King?
Like a motherfucker.
I can put a team.
This is what I am. I'm just a motherfucking guru, man. That's what I do. Really, man, I'm bigger in sports than rap, man.
Hey, check this shit out, man. So the Texas organization, y'all got two motherfuckers right here that can help us get through this 411 shit. This shit is terrible, man.
The Texans got to figure out how to get past no-brainers.
Yep.
Anybody will pick that. You got to get your GMs out there. And we got to start with just go on, let the cat out the bag. What we start with? We got Deshaun, we got to let him go.
Nah, I really want Deshaun, but
we ain't going to be able to keep him.
We ain't going to be able to keep him, though.
So we got to get what we need to get.
Hold on.
How you feel about that, though? We got a franchise quarterback.
Why we can't
give
keep
him away.
him? We can't keep him. Well, he don't want to be here no more.
I think the relationship broke, though.
What the relationship broke, and at the end of the day, man, he really was on some team player shit. Like
fucking right.
He was on some. I'm happy I got the money. Even when they traded Hopkins, he's still
stupid as
that was dumb. But guess what?
Stupidest shit
he
ever.
still kind of vouched for the
Embraced
coach.
Yeah.
Man, man, this my coach. Then they went to busting a few more mules, and they kind of played themselves out of it. Man, I really think in my heart he got a taste of the red state. You know, he kind of
good old boy system.
He kind of got a taste of that good old boy. Cause let me tell you something, man. I think he got a strange fetish. He might be in some trouble, such. I still think he a great guy. As far as he still had a young face that could represent such. Now it may be different now because it's messed up with what you got going on with the women, but he a good player. It's just that the Texans, you lost him. So the best thing for you to do, you didn't just do it in that draft. Go on, get what you're supposed to get, man. Which is going to be 2-3 first-round picks. You're going to get a player. Because that ship is sailed. And the whole thing about it is, even if he stay here, it ain't enough.
No.
We done lost that. Because the man, the Bill O'Brien, man, he done gave the team away.
He gave that motherfucker away.
You know what I'm saying? So now, your only way really of fixing the team.
Because we done mortgaged our future for nothing.
The only way to fix the team is with Deshaun Watson. You got to use his value to fix the team.
Well, just so y'all know, whatever team he goes to next year, I will be trying to draft him next year.
Me too.
He definitely be on my team. Matter of fact, I had him on my roster this year, but he never come back. So
Yeah.
I took a long shot.
This been one of this. Matter of fact, so far, Dre, this is definitely our best interview. I've enjoyed it more than
Youngster was pretty good too, though.
That's my guy. Hey, listen, man. Listen.
That was a good interview as well. But
I love all. Listen, man. They just. I told you in the beginning. People's champ and the villain.
Yes, sir.
I'm the people champion.
Be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes. And man, you gotta embrace that role sometimes.
Well, you know one thing, if you ain't got no haters, shit, you ain't doing nothing.
No.
So you know you making moves when you got motherfuckers that label you as a villain. If
Right.
you ain't got nobody that say you fucked up, you ain't doing shit.
Hey, man, another thing for you go, man. Today I see you got your brand on. You rocking the self-made tees, man. I see you big with your self-made shit, your legend talk shit, man. Tell the people where they can find that shit at, man.
Selfmade713.com. That's without the E. SLFMADE 713. Y'all go stream. We from Texas, Slim Thug, Don Key, Zero, South Walker. We over 1 million in 2 weeks. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Work.
Yeah.
Yes,
So we
sir.
were. So the new album is on the way. Legend, produced by Juicy J, Mr. Lee, Big Crit. It's a monster. Toby on the album, Slim on the album, all types of people. It's a highly produced album. I'm very happy about it. Legend talk, man. Legend for me is, like I say, just representing. I feel great to be able to stand up for the culture that I was a part of. That's all legend is to me.
You done did that.
When people come to our city, man, and want to talk about coming down and talking about and fade, I'm still happy that I was a part of building that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the legend is for me. And I always tell people that I'm not scared to represent for a legend because I ain't scared to represent anything else that's about. Man, Texas ain't there. And that's what my single was about. just making the small cities from Longview to Tyler to Austin, and everybody felt great. And I think that's why we did that million, because it's been so long since the state felt a part of, you know, we got to go. We represent for Georgia, and we represent Florida and Atlanta, and all their music we getting praised. But what about us? We big on our culture, man. And that felt so good, man, because Slim, Bro, and Key, we still the kings, man.
Yes, sir.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Like
sir.
we ain't the kings, man. We
Hey,
still
man.
the kings, man.
But why I got you here, man, you know, people give people their flowers when they no longer here, man. I just want to look at you in your face and say, man, I appreciate everything you did
Thank
for
you,
the
bro.
culture. I love the man you became, man. I've been knowing you for a while now, bro, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all love, man. Keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. Keep standing on their fucking neck.
I feel the same way. I know what you come from, what you're about, and to see your growth and come home, man. And listen, it takes heart and determination to come home and tap into something else that a nigga is unfamiliar with. When a nigga know, I know who I am over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me to come over here and take some chance, and I got the same smile on my face doing this. And that's beautiful. That's why I be telling these niggas, man, y'all everybody staring at you niggas in the face, man. You don't want none.
Well, I want to tell you,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, bro.
I'm happy for your growth, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I see your growth from 20 years ago to right now. I see your growth, man. I'm definitely, like I told you, I'm buying your first book soon as we over. Matter of fact,
You gonna love it, bro.
I'm gonna buy 5 of them. I'm gonna give them.
You're gonna love it.
We're
We're gonna come back and do it again. We're gonna bring it.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do the
again.
book, man.
We're
So
gonna do it again.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
man.
we definitely gonna come back.
By
I'm
March.
gonna have my trophy of this inaugural 713 League.
If you,
Hey, man,
if you
the
got
next-
a trophy, bring it up here.
The
'cause I
next
wanna
time
see
I'm
it.
in here, I'm
bring
bringing
that
that trophy.
I'm
Sitting
bringing
right
that
here.
motherfucker.
Sit that trophy right here. Now, I didn't even know this was the podcast that I was gonna do. That was gonna, because if I wouldn't knew that, then I wouldn't come. Because I only met with Dre on the mouth a little bit. You know, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rico, that just a little bit. No, but I appreciate y'all. This, like I say, we'll talk and go over however y'all want to drop it. This is my first one. I'm
Okay.
lined up to do about 10 of them. So
We're gonna do it how you want to do it. Whatever is best.
Well, I want y'all
whatever
to just
best structure for
incorporate it
you,
with the
because
album,
I think
however
it's
y'all
gonna
do
be
it.
it's gonna be just as good for us.
Yeah.
Because you know you
Man, we
tagging
here for
us,
y'all,
so you know
man.
we
I got
here for
y'all.
y'all.
I got
We
y'all.
here
I'm
for
gonna
y'all,
make
man.
sure that that's what I be want to do. I don't be want to do shit for people, and I can't really promote it or help them do it. Right.
Man, keep inspiring, bro. I watch your social
Thank
media. I
y'all so
follow you
much.
on social media,
Thank
man.
you,
Keep
man. We
inspiring,
appreciate
bro.
it.
It's
There
all
it is.
fucking love, man.
Travis, you got any question? We're gonna let the man from the back ask a question before we go. Travis, you got any questions?
Well,
Whatever you got,
legends in the
Travis.
room,
Whatever
man.
you got, I got you.
Yeah, I got a real good question.
There
Go
you
ahead.
Trav.
You need some tracks?
Shoot your shot, Trav.
Hey,
your
listen,
shot,
shoot your
Travis.
shot, Trav.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait. Now, listen. I'm an album work. This one I'm done. Lord, I had to be done. I wasn't going to never get done, man. I wasn't going to never be done. I'm done. But I'm already kind of, my next one, I'm going to drop in maybe April. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of into
God damn, you gonna drop another album in April?
Man, I got to get
Oh, well, this nigga done gave us his blueprint on air. I thought the blueprint was changing a little bit. You gotta let the album get some traction.
Oh, no, I got to go have pretty traction. Hey, man, listen, they wake up and forget about you 30 days right
Yeah,
now.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
This
So,
microwave society,
that's
man,
why I
fucking
took
right.
a minute to drop it, man. Let me drop this single out and let it do it.
So I got one more question, man. For y'all don't know, we got a legendary DJ. We got a legendary H-Town. Go back to 90.9 Kids Choice type shit. Yeah, a lot of people might not know. There's some H-Town shit right here. So Jazzy Red in the building. Jazzy, do you have any questions, man? Matter of fact, if you want to, you come on camera and ask your questions. You got any questions for Keith since you happen to be in the building today?
Yeah, I got one. Keke, when we gonna do a Keke and Jazzy Red collabo, man? We need one of those for the city, man. Gotta do it.
Okay.
Hey, listen, one thing about me,
Let's do it for the culture.
one thing about me, that's how you get me. I'm for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the city.
But that business better be in order, though.
And man, they told you all about the business. So if y'all don't know,
I'm with
Jazzy
it.
Red
I'm with it.
had a hit back in the day. I am a dope fiend.
And I need drugs.
Hey, listen, man, y'all stop bringing it up. That's showing how old I am up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was
no.
waking up going to school to that shit.
Yeah. Jazzy Red, that's
On the
legend.
box.
He legendary.
102, I'm sorry.
Nah,
Oh, good, man. It's beautiful. Keith, go ahead and close us out, man.
Hey, man, thank y'all. I really appreciate it, man.
you,
like
bro.
I say, man, I be wanting to tell people this all the time. Man, I'm blessed to be able to come do the. Hey, man, y'all stop thinking like we coming up here. Damn, legendary, but. Man, I'm happy the motherfucker y'all had me up here. You know
happy the motherfucker too.
Hey, man, niggas ain't getting to do nothing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Niggas gone in the highs, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always grateful and appreciative of any type of, I'm with it. So thank y'all.
Let me tell you something crazy too, man. So, I know Slim. you know, me and Dre know each other, but didn't know each other until we got locked up.
Facts.
Like, so, you know, I didn't even know Dre on the streets like that, really.
Yeah.
So we got locked up and, hey, he was balling it up, but I ain't finna go in there. I ain't finna go there, man, you know what I'm saying? We were fucking around. Okay, Dre, we was doing some fucking around. But, hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's been an awesome show, man.
Very awesome, man.
Don Key dropping February the 4th. He already got that video on YouTube. What is it, Texas, man?
We from Texas,
We
baby.
from Texas.
We from Texas.
It's at 1 million. Let's get it to 2, y'all.
Yeah, shit, let's get it to 5, man. Y'all keep running that shit up.
Big salute.
Don Key, man. We thank y'all for tuning in on the Cole and Dre Podcast. I'm Cole.
And this is Dre. World, we out. Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
I got Texas in my veins. My game is Texas pride. Yeah, the hustlers at the table. Now Texas is outside, nigga. The trio is back. We take